and welcome to Kids and Youth Check-In. I've not done this for ages. I've got a new chair to do this on. Here we go. Let's spin into Kids and Youth Check-In.
3, 2, 1, go!
You saw the whole of the messy room. Great to be with you, and let's see what we've got coming up today. Coming up this week, we have got our weekly picture quiz challenge. How are you doing? I still need to know how your names are doing on our leaderboard. Also, get your answers ready from last week. Did you see the little video that I put out? Because I realised that I might have been a little bit too short in those pictures. Also, we have got special guest with Shannon, and we're looking again at our superheroes. So here we go into Kids and Youth Check-In. It is weekly challenge time, and how did you do with your answers last week? Get them ready because we are about to go through them. So here they come. Here is 1 to actual 10, and we need to know how well you did. So here they come. Well done, everybody. How did you do? Let me know, and then I'll put you onto a leaderboard, which I do not have. That's because you haven't let me know. So everybody, you need to let me know how you've done over the last 2 weeks now, and we can have a leaderboard, and there will be a prize. Definitely a prize, probably relating to some kind of chocolate or sweet. The winner, they get to pick. So let me know how you've done last week. I know that Shannon did pretty well last week. Can you beat Shannon? That's the question. Come on, boys and girls and young people, you can definitely beat your leaders. So here comes this week's quiz. Keep your answers safe, and we'll be back next week with yet another picture quiz.
Now this week we're going to ask you to join in with something that Esther and I have been doing all over lockdown. What's it called, Esther?
Bags of Hope.
Bags of Hope. So Esther and I have been involved as volunteers for this charity, which is called Bags of Hope, Hope in Unexpected Places. And it's collecting food for people affected by COVID-19. How many items are in the bags? 10. Now we've got these items here that we want to show you, and what we would love is for you over the next couple of weeks to start collecting some food items for people in our city who don't have what we have. So there's a lot of people right now who are really struggling because they feel hungry, and they don't have very much money. And so our social work team and our charities team are going out onto the streets, and they're going to vulnerable people's houses, and they're giving them these bags. And you know what? As a mum, I love that. I love the fact that we're able to do that. So if you've got a few things to spare, even if you don't have all 10 items and you can just give one, we will be so grateful, won't we?
Yes.
So Esther and I will come to school each day and we'll look in the box, and hopefully there'll be some of these items. Now Esther's going to show you what to put in your bag. Now we will be using bags, our special bags here are plastic free, aren't they, Esther? What are they made of?
Corn.
They're made of corn. They actually
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
They smell quite weird, but we're not going to work with that.
Yeah.
So if there aren't any of these bags in the box outside school because people have taken them, please just use your own bags and we'll swap them for these ones. So Esther, are you ready to fill the bag with our 10 items?
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly show you again. These are the 10 items. Esther, please put tea bags in the bag.
Tea bag.
Good girl. Please put coffee in.
Coffee.
Well done. Fruit juice. Now we couldn't actually get orange juice this morning, so we've bought some cordial. So if you can't get the exact item, please get something as near as you can to that item. Okay, next one, tin soup please.
Soup.
Perfect. Can I have some UHT milk?
UHT milk.
So we get UHT milk because some of the people that we're working with don't have a fridge. So UHT milk keeps a bit longer for them. What about some toilet roll?
Toilet roll.
Good girl. Now we need some soap.
Soap.
Perfect. And now some pasta.
Pasta.
Got some spaghetti there, that'll fit in nicely. And then some special treats. What about some biscuits?
I'm
Yes,
surprised when they're called treats.
they are. Oh, they're called treats.
Yeah.
Amazing. And last one, chocolates.
Chocolate.
There we go, we've got some swirls. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is a full bag of hope. And then what we do, this is the very special bit that always makes mummy cry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we have these cards that you'll find in the box, and there's a space here for you to write a special message with your bag of hope. And I promise you that this really touches people and it blesses everyone who reads them. So you can write anything you like in there, such as we're thinking of you at this hard time, or sending you lots of love from our family. So we hope that this is a great challenge, and we hope that as a whole school community we can make hundreds of
Yes.
bags of hope. That's our hope, isn't it?
Yes.
So thank you so much in advance for your generosity. Please let us know how you get on. Take care, see you soon. Bye.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've started to unpack this whole everyday superhero stuff. And in the first week, we talked about Job, and me and Hazel talked about how God protects us like he protected Job, and that God actually heard him as he called out to him. And we can protect people, we can help part of that, but also know that God is there to protect us as well. That was week 1. Week 2, which was last week, I looked at the whole idea of being rescued, which is what superheroes kind of do. And yes, Jesus did the ultimate rescue, but also we looked at the story of Moses and how with God he was able to rescue God's people. And so as we enter into today, we're going to look at something.
It's Sunday morning, and
that we don't
I'm
always
still
think
doing
about
the kids
with
and youth
superheroes.
check-in, and I'd
And
really
it's
like
this
to be
whole
ministering
thing
to boys and girls
around
and young people.
weakness.
Hey everybody, we are going to open our Bibles. It is check-in time, and I've got Shannon with me today. Hey Shannon, how are you?
I'm good.
It's been ages since I've seen you, and you've gone short a haircut again.
Yep, I got bored with her.
Okay, great.
Again.
More on that at some point in the future. So, I'm going to read 2 Corinthians 12, yeah, and then we're going to talk a little bit about a superhero, us being superheroes, how we're everyday superheroes, and one of the guys from the Bible as well. So, here we go. Paul is writing a letter to a bunch of people in Corinth. All right, everybody? And he's talking about things that aren't good and things that are kind of that he's really struggling with. And then we pick up this verse 8 of 2 Corinthians 12. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away. Each time he said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Shannon, who's your favourite superhero?
Hulk,
Wow.
but wearing Iron Man because I don't have Hulk clothing.
No, I mean, Hulk is just basically a green guy anyway, right? So, but with superheroes, right, there's always that thing where they are super powerful.
Yeah.
You know, like Hulk gets angry, he increases his muscle mass by a tenfold.
Yeah.
Any clothes he's wearing, apart from his jeans, disappear, right? Likewise with Iron Man, he puts on the masks and he puts on the body armor and he becomes this incredible person who's able to save the day. Like with me, Superman, he's able to fly and he's incredible and he's got all these kind of crazy things that happen. They always seem powerful and they always win. But that's not really what Paul's talking about here for us as everyday superheroes for God. What do you understand these verses to be talking about?
That actually it's better to be weak and have a weakness because God uses that weakness, and he basically, through having that weakness, he makes it so you can do amazing things without having like super strength or x-ray vision or the ability to fly. You can do amazing things because of your weaknesses rather than because of your strength.
Amazing, love that. And a little bit like the video we saw earlier with the Bags of Hope stuff. You know, Esther and her family have done some incredible things with that, and we would really encourage that. But is there anybody in the Bible who had weak? I mean, there's plenty of people in the Bible who have weaknesses, but which one would you like us to really think about today?
My character is a guy called Jeremiah, who we don't talk about enough. He's just like, he's the first thing he says, like the first verse he is talking. God goes, oh yeah, you're going to basically be a great prophet. And Jeremiah goes, I can't do that. I'm like a kid. I'm not able to do anything where I'm not someone with power, I'm not someone with authority. But God is like, actually, I made you, I know who you are, and you are going to go, you're going to say what I tell you to say, and you're actually going to do what I'm going to do. And throughout the book of Jeremiah, he goes through this like waves of like, he's like, okay, so now I'm just going to go. Despite the fact I'm young, I'm going to go and do what God says. Then it gets a bit later on and he's like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. He's doubting himself. He's doubting whether God even exists anymore because he's just facing so much trouble, so much issues. And people are just like, I don't like you. Kind of like leave, because he was telling stuff that people didn't want to hear. And he was afraid a lot. There was a lot of stuff that happened to him. But every single time, God showed himself to him, despite the fact that he was doubting, despite the fact that he was really weak, he actually was then like, did amazing things for God because of him being used, because God was like, yes, you are still amazing and I'm still here and I'm still going to be with you, despite the fact that you are weak and you're doubting that I even exist. And he's just like, yes. And it is amazing, his story.
So good. And like, let's think about that for 2020, right? Because I mean, you never feel like any of those things that Jeremiah felt, right?
That's like pretty much normal.
Because we do, don't we? We think that we. So, what type of things do you, or do you think that people may think that the reason they can't do things for God is because of ...
I know at a stage I was like, I think I've talked to you about this, of actually, I can't do this, I'm way too young.
Yeah,
And people don't
my thing was
listen.
too young. Okay, good one. Anything else that might stop us from being able to be everyday superheroes for God?
Doubting yourself, your own ability.
Yeah, think you've not got a special gift to give, so I can't do anything anyway. Okay, yeah, good one. Next.
What other people are saying.
Yeah, so true, isn't it? Because we hear what other people are saying to us, and we take that on ourselves. And so, yeah, we don't think we're any good at this, so we can't do that. And we don't think we're any good at the other thing, so because someone said that to us. And I think sometimes when we hear those words from people, we can take it one of two ways. We could take it the way of, oh, well, I'm not very good. Or what it does is it's something within us that goes, wait a minute, actually, I'm going to prove you a little bit wrong. So definitely, so there's something about our age, something about we don't think we've got a good gift to help people, to do something great. We can listen to other people. Is there anything else that you think that people might be, let's see if we can get to 5, Shannon. That's enough.
Not being secure in who you are in God.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because that, like, you would say that was like Jeremiah, right? I'm not secure enough. I don't know who I am in God. So how do we combat that one?
Reading our Bible.
Yeah.
Like, this is God's word. It is amazing.
Yeah.
Praying.
Yeah.
And surrounding yourself by people who are followers of Christ, who are older than you and who have been on the journey for a lot longer.
Yeah.
So they're able to help.
So good. All right. So we've got young. We think we're too young.
Yep.
I still think I'm too young. We think that we don't have a gift.
Yep.
All right. But the reality is that God has given us gifts. Yeah. We think that we can't do anything for God because of what other people are saying.
Yep.
And we have a choice about how we hear those, because is that what God would say about us or not? Then the area of we don't really feel as though we know God well enough.
Yep.
But we've talked about how to combat that. So the final point, Shannon.
Your circumstances or where you are.
Brilliant. Yeah, because we can think, well, in lockdown, I can't do anything. How can I be a superhero? How can I go out and help people understand more about God when I'm stuck in my house or I'm here or there? Well, I think our video earlier on shows that we can.
Yeah. It's little things.
It is. It's the little stuff, isn't it? It's not. You don't have to do a whole bag of hope. It'd be amazing if you could. But even if you were just to get a couple of things, or even one thing, that could change a whole other person's view of it's amazing. Okay. Wow. We're going to be incredible superheroes now then, Shannon, right?
Hopefully in theory.
Can you remember the 5? Here we go. Number 1.
Being too young.
Okay. Is that wait. We're gonna squash them as well, because it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still do great things for God. Am I right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Number 2 was about thinking we haven't got a special gift. Yeah. But in actual fact, God has given us all great gifts. Some of us can speak really well, some of us can act really well, some of us can think things incredibly better than other people. So God has given each of us gifts. Third point
is what other people say about you.
Yeah. And if that's what other people are saying about you, but is that what God and those who really know you and love you would say? That's a very good thing to think through. Fourth point was
not knowing, being secure in who you are in God.
Exactly, your relationship with God. And the way that we combat that is by praying, by reading our Bible, it's by talking to those people around us who have done the journey longer. Brilliant. And finally, number 5.
Is your situation or where you are, like at the moment we're in lockdown?
Yes, but we can still do great things. We can still put together things like Bags of Hope. We can still do messages and calls to people. We can do all of those things. It's just, so let's really think about those 5 things. Epic. High five the screen, Shannon. Love that. Excellent. Shannon, could you pray for us, please, as we go into our weeks?
Yes.
Great.
Father, we just pray for all of the children and young people. We pray that you will, even though may feel weak, or their age is like they feel too young, or they're doubting themselves, or what other people are saying about them, or they're not feeling secure in who you are, and that they are children of God, and that where they are and being in lockdown, we just pray that you will just show them that they can still be heroes despite everything that they might feel about themselves. And we just pray that you will give them the strength that they need, like Paul talks about how in weakness you make us strong, and that is amazing, and we just thank you for that, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Amazing. Shannon, so good to see you. A massive round of applause. You are brilliant, and hopefully we can get together soon. All right?
Yes, that'd be good.
Would be great. All right then. See you soon, everybody.
Sadly, it's the end of Kids and Youth Check-In. Sorry guys, but there is hope. Boris has said that we can now start to get out a little bit. We can even book a camping holiday. Who's done that already? So let's start to enjoy a little bit more of the freedoms that we are now allowed. Do not worry, Kids and Youth Check-In will be back right here on YouTube next week. Don't forget your quiz answers. Keep them safe. And yeah, let's look forward to a great week. Have a great week, guys. See you later. Bye.